Ladies and gentlemen, please remove all headgear and stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the playing of the national anthem. The pledge will be recited by Vanessa Hernandez-Leon, who has enlisted in the Army.
Hello. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. I would like to thank the following stage guests for being with us this morning. We are honored to have a member from our school board, Elise Dashu. Joining us today from CMS executive staff is Dr. Matt Hayes. And from the learning area, Dr. Laura Rosenbach. Good morning, students, staff, families, and honored guests. I want to begin by acknowledging all of the parents, grandparents, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, and all other family members who are here today. As a mother of a senior who will be graduating next door in about 6 hours, I know firsthand the internal combination of pride and joy, but also a little sadness that you must be feeling right now. Proud of all that has led to this point, but sad that your baby is no longer a baby. A graduation ceremony is always such a special occasion, the combination of years of hard work. It's the actualization of goals attained and the acknowledgement of successes achieved. To the class of 2022, congratulations. Each of you has persevered in the face of adversity and sacrificed in ways in which we could have never imagined prior to the pandemic. The past 2 years have been challenging for all of us, in particular, though, for each of you. Be proud of your achievements and, more importantly, for the compassion, resilience, and success you have accomplished. Over the past 4 years, you have collectively worked and studied, practiced, played, and grown in many ways. Whatever course your future takes, it is my hope that you will look back on your time at IMEC Academy as having prepared you to meet and deal with the challenges that life presents. You are a unique and special group of individuals. Your accomplishments have been significant. You have taken your education seriously, which can be evidenced by your commitment scholastically, in extracurricular activities, and your long-lasting impact on the IMEC community. I thank the faculty and staff of IMEC Academy for a job well done in soundly preparing our graduates to continue their journey as lifelong learners. Life is a series of new horizons, new hopes, new days, and changes. Class of 2022, as you enter the next chapter of your lives, please consider the following. Make every day count. Dream it, do it, and remember, the right decisions you make in life may not always be the popular ones. As you close out this chapter of your educational journey and look ahead to your future, I encourage each of you to reflect on the past 4 years and determine ways to apply your experiences to something that will make a mark on both your life and our world as a whole. You may not cure cancer or reverse climate change, although we hope you'll do both, but each of you has the power to change the people you interact with and the world you inhabit. We are so proud of you for your accomplishments, your resilience, and maintaining the level of commitment and grit it took you to get here today. Again, we are so very proud of you. I am so very proud of you. My best wishes for your future plans and the pursuit of your dreams. I would now like to introduce our 2022 IMEC Salutatorian, Guadalupe Castro.
Good morning, fellow students, staff, and family members. Thank you for joining us on this very special day. I would like to thank all of my teachers who helped me further my education. I would like to especially thank Ms. Warner, who helped me realize math can be fun, and for helping me gain confidence. I would also like to thank Ms. McFate for teaching me the importance of being a team player. I would like to thank Mr. Foles for guiding me through this speech and for being a great educator, a teacher who I can rely on no matter what, an educator who I shall never forget. I would like to thank my mom and dad who worked relentlessly to allow me to be here. I would also like to greatly thank my older sisters who are hard workers that I always look up to. I would like to thank my friends who have always been by my side. My family and friends have taught me to love, appreciate the small things in life, and prioritize my happiness above all. I would like to congratulate the graduating class of 2022. I know we've all worked hard to make it to this point. This is an accomplishment that deserves to be remembered and celebrated. Moving forward, we will no longer be in high school. However, I hope you remember the lessons and values you learned at IMEC. Let these lessons and values guide your future endeavors. I also hope you remember IMEC, a place where we will bonds and relationships that we will cherish forever. Throughout this school year, I put a lot of stress and pressure on myself. I would often cry over grades, college, and school. I would find myself thinking, do better, do more, push yourself harder. Nothing I did seemed to be enough. One day after a crying session, my dad asked me what was wrong. I explained the concepts of Valedictorian, Salutatorian, and class ranks and how they were important to me. After some consideration, he told me, you do know you'd always have to be first, right? Other numbers exist and they can all be just as great and honorable. I would like to thank him for putting this into perspective. He has been one of my greatest supporters, so I'd like to take the time to celebrate him today since it is his birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. Feliz cumpleaños, papi. I know we can all accomplish great things and do things we'll be proud of. As we continue to grow, we may encounter hardships. We'll have to make difficult decisions. You may feel pressured into doing one thing by society or the people around you. However, it's important to remember that you should do what makes you happy. Whether that be going to a four-year university, community college, or going straight to work. The future ahead is yours and nobody else's. Do what is best for you. Don't let the expectations of others dictate your decisions and actions. I hope we can meet each other again in the future and proudly showcase who we become. Once again, congratulations, class of 2022. I would now like to introduce our 2022 IMEC Valedictorian, Natalia Prudencio.
Good morning and welcome to IMEC's Class of 2022 graduation. I'd like to thank you all for being here with us today to celebrate such a special occasion. We only get to graduate from high school once, so seeing so many of you here today to celebrate us and our accomplishments means that all the hard work we put in over the last 4 years hasn't been for nothing. Though we faced many challenges to get here, we finally made it. Our high school experience has been a unique one. We spent around 1.5 years learning from home, having to quickly adapt to a new way of learning. Of course, we weren't the only ones having to change the way we lived our lives. It was a difficult time for everyone, but I cannot begin to imagine where we would be now if it wasn't for our teachers. Teachers who went from teaching classrooms full of students to teaching black screens through a computer screen. Teachers who sometimes, with tough love, encouraged every single one of us to persevere. So standing here today, walking across the stage, wouldn't be possible without the support of every single teacher in the room, and for that, we all thank you. Now, because I spent a year and a half learning from my bedroom, my experiences in high school are limited. Despite this, I can think of several people that have defined my time at the school. At IMEC, we pride ourselves in being a small but tight-knit community where you can rely on the people around you when you need to. I was lucky enough to surround myself with the best people that IMEC has to offer, and I hope that many of you can say the same. As we continue to grow, I hope we hold on to the friends who stuck with us through our time at the school. Regardless of where our lives take us, I hope the people we choose to surround ourselves with reflect the kindness and respect the people at IMEC have shown us throughout our time at the school. Congratulations, class of 2022. Thank you. I would now like to introduce Ms. Dozier.
Good morning, parents, family, friends, faculty, distinguished guests, and future alumni of IMEC Academy, class of 2022. Woo. Firstly, I would like to show gratitude for granting me this opportunity, honor, and privilege of speaking at your commencement ceremony. So I thank you. Class of 2022, I would like you to know, on behalf of the faculty and staff of IMEC at Cochrane Collegiate Academy, that you not only walked into our classrooms and school doors back in August of 2018, but you passed through the doorway of our hearts, and that is forever where you will remain. In addition, understand that this 13-year journey was not done by yourself alone. So at this moment, I want you to think of someone, in addition to yourself, who has made this accomplishment possible. When this ceremony is over, give that person a hug, a call, a text, write a letter, make a social media post, inquire about their well-being, go see them, or if none of those things are possible, take a pause in your day and think of those people. Show gratitude, say thank you. And lastly, please know and understand that this is only part of your odyssey, but don't be modest about it. Celebrate like you have never done before, because your determination is what got you here today. A hero or heroine is a person noted for courageous acts or nobility of character, or in the opinion of others, combats adversity through feats of ingenuity, courage, or strength. According to Maslow, shout out to my psychology students, when our most basic needs are met, we climb the ladder of life until we reach something called self-actualization. In this moment, we are conscious of self, both internally and externally. We have a sense of morality, creativity, advocacy, and open-mindedness. Also, according to Maslow, we spend our entire lives seeking out this level of self-actualization, and sometimes many, don't reach it. However, my perspective is that Maslow has underestimated the ability of the young mind, because even before the finish line, each of you became what heroes and heroines define. So here are 13 thoughts for your 13 years about life's odyssey. Take them consciously, sometimes modestly, but encounter them with much possibility. 1, the time is still now when and where everyone's story is not always welcome, approved, accepted, or acknowledged. Ensure that no matter what, you pay homage to your story. If it is on the tip of your tongue, do not bite or back down, because heavy is the head that wears the crown. 2, you are royalty. So if you are not given a box to check, you draw your own. If you are not given a seat at the table, you bring a cone, create your zone, and you sit on your throne. And don't be afraid to do it alone. 3, you must go through it to get to it. Some roads and trails are not of a real tale, so don't dwell on a pothole or two, because the destination is coming up in just a few. And if it doesn't, reset your GPS and start anew. 4, be fearless, but be knowledgeable that scary is okay. You do not have to wear your cape every minute of every day. 5, tomorrow is a gift. The sun will rise and shine again. So if today didn't fit, you got stuck in a ditch you didn't commit, or even made a glitch, tomorrow is coming. So please don't quit. 6, you have the opportunity to become legendary because you are already a visionary. So do not put your dreams as secondary, because it is already in you, hereditary. 7, a leader is not always in the front. A leader is doing the heavy lifting with their tribe around, because it is what keeps them centered and lifted while still being on the ground. Stay grounded. 8, self-doubt is a piece of the jigsaw that can create reflection, so when feeling societal constraint, complaint, or feeling faint, remember diamonds are formed with the greatest of pressure, so know that you are a treasure. 9, mistakes are our learning curve, so swerve and diverge, but don't let the wheel go. Turn toward the hydroplane, because obstacles allow you to grow. 10, give us free. Be okay with shaking tables, resisting, and being revolutionary, because legends are always on the contrary. 11, follow your own star. You decide the purpose that you will serve. You deserve to have the nerve of a dream to preserve. 12, on this planet, there are assets, and then there are liabilities. You make the decision about which you hold near and dear. I hope it is the former and not the latter, because the latter makes dreams shatter, and assets make the world better through multifacets. 13, and last but not least, when your cup is full, but you have residual, pay it forward and make it habitual. Overflow into others without allowing them to smother. Advocate for those who can't do it for themselves. Help them when they can't reach the top shelf. So now, class of 2022, and anyone in the audience who wants to participate, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and think. For 10 seconds, I want you to daydream about your next steps, your future endeavors, and what is to come. And I will count the time. 2, 1. Keep your eyes closed, and I want you to listen to this. Hold steadfast to who you are at the core. Let your light shine and continue to pour. Always be seeking more, because each day is a gift to explore. Don't be afraid to soar. And when you fall, pick yourself and others from the floor. Every moment you are breathing, be thankful and adore. Take a moment to pause and enjoy the sun along the shore. Open your eyes. Alubo Wale Akintemehin, or better known as Wale, stated, "A life without dreaming is a life without meaning. Una vida sin soñar es una vida sin sentido." Keep dreaming. Congratulations, class of 2022. It begins now. Thank you. Graduates, Parents and guests, I ask that you please stay in your seat during the presentation of diplomas. At this time, I ask staff to please take your place for the presentation of diplomas.
Montserrat Acevedo Maldonado. Aiden Zamorano. Areli Alba Gonzalez. Iliana Antonio Ramos. Rufino Benitez Cardenas. Luis Morales Bravo. Jocelyn Aime Castillo. Christian Castro. Guadalupe Castro. Diana Chacon Andrade. Robert Castilleja Sanchez. Jeffrey Allen Cohn, Jr. Giselle Contreras. Ernesto Cruz Arreguín. Omar Cruz Escudero. Amy Frias. María Guadalupe Gutierrez González. Zaire Hall. Vanessa Hernández León. Ana Luz Ibarra Martínez. Ariam Cassette. Joy Johnson. Audrey Martinez Velasquez. Jeremiah Nicholas Miller. Erika Vanessa Monje Villalba. Gustavo Xavier Montoya Overa. Nay Say Mu. Kevin Aiden Navarro. Wilfredis Nativi. Victoria Adaisy Obi. Javier Olivo. Selvin Orozco Aguilar. Alejandra Beatriz Palacios. Richeli Polino. Kaylee Perez. Shanori Lachey Plod. Natalia Guadalupe Prudencio. Daniel Reyes Cruz. Eric Riera. Kevin Javier Rodriguez. Jacqueline Rubacalva Chavez. Salalar Shar. Gulid Sheikh. Haven Ahmad Thomas. Jennifer Montes Urbina. Cynthia Azueta Valerio. Serena Dua Song Yang.
Stage guests, please be seated. Congratulations. Parents and guests, in just a moment, we ask that you remain seated as our graduates recess out of the auditorium. They will happily greet you outside the building. Graduates, please stand. By the authority vested in me as principal of IMEC Academy at Cochrane, and by the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction and the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Board of Education, I pronounce you graduates of the IMEC Academy at Cochrane, class of 2022. You may now turn your tassel.